Welcome to the podcast for photographers and wedding professionals who need a little break from the creative industry. So put your pen and notebook away and come hang out with your two besties, Cami Empey and Jade Jenkins. This is Slow Shutter.
Just kidding.
Okay, usually, wait, Kyndi has to start it though with our
Yeah,
thing.
so we are okay with a jingle or a joke to start, and that's usually how Jade and I start. So if you have any sort of jingle or joke you want to give us, you're like, oh my gosh.
I'm so unprepared. I don't
Do you have a favorite radio tune jingle? Because I know mine for Southeastern Idaho is the Romaine's mattress store. Yeah.
Oh,
I love it because the old one used to sound like an old guy out of breath. And you'd be like, Romaines, Romaines, Romaines. And I was like, who asked this guy to record this? It's horrible.
And he's like,
No.
No, I wish I haven't listened to the radio in so long. How sad is that? I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Okay,
That's
wait,
a common problem.
let's do a fun fact.
What's the Spotify guy where he's like, yo, this is your DJ. Have you heard
Oh, yes.
That's what
Yes.
I listen to, so I'm like,
That's your
That's
favorite
you.
jingle. Yo,
That's
this
my
is
jingle.
Kyndi.
What
Love
is
it. Love it. Love it. Okay, well, I guess we'll accept that as a start.
I'm so sorry.
We're accepting yo, this is your DJ as our start.
Yeah, yo, this is your DJ. Tell us about you.
All right, you guys. Welcome. Welcome to this is our second guest ever on the pod. We're so
Yes.
excited to have her. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Give us your full name.
Give us your full name.
Full photography Instagram as well.
Plug the Insta. Tell us a little bit how you got started, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so well, thanks for having me on here. I'm so honored and so excited.
Gosh, and you look so cute too.
Yeah.
Love you.
You are adorable.
You're literally so cute.
Well, I'm Kyndi Denney Photos. And I've been a wedding photographer for 2 years now, which sounds crazy. Time really flies.
Mhm.
But it's Kyndi Denney Photos also on all socials and stuff. So
Cool.
you can find me there. But kind of how I got started, I have always really dabbled in photography. I was like an avid iPhone photographer.
Yeah.
But when I was in middle school and high school, my parents had this old camera that I kind of picked up and dabbled with in auto, of course.
Of
But
course.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember what kind of camera it was?
it was like a Canon Rebel something old,
Like a T.
very old. Like,
Yeah.
but
One of those kind of like a little bit above a point and shoot, but not.
yeah,
But not.
basically, yeah. And just doing like photo shoots with friends and stuff. But my mom is so sweet, but she is like the most logical person I've ever met. And she kind of sat me down one day and was like, hey, like the photography industry is super saturated, and like I just think you should be a little bit more realistic
Yeah.
with stuff like that. And so I kind of gave up on photography for a little while.
Your mom
until-
crushed your dreams.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
It's like, here.
I
let
don't
me
mean
bring
to
you
like
back
bash my
reality.
mom, but I feel like that was such a pivotal moment for me because I really did like let go of photography at that point because I was like, oh, she's right. Like,
Oh,
Oh no.
Mom.
but I'm like, I am so grateful for her doing that
Yeah.
because I feel like things come to you when they're supposed to. And so
Oh,
I
totally.
feel like the time that I took away from photography, the things that I learned, and then stepping back into it when I did, I feel so grateful for that. And yeah, so I started studying communications at BYU Idaho, and just one of my elective credits, I was like, I'm just going to take a photography course just because I love it and I want to get back into it. And it kind of just took off from there. I had a final project where I did family photos of Karina Dopp, if you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then from there, I just had people asking me to do their photos, and here we are.
What were you shooting on at that point?
So it's funny because the school, they had us shooting on mirrorless. It was the the Canon R. So it was
Cool.
like,
Oh, like the very base level R.
yeah, it
Yes.
was their first mirrorless model, and
And it's like crop censored too, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember now,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I learned how to shoot on that, and I actually like didn't have a camera for a while, so I rented it from the school to do shoots.
Oh my gosh.
And I would do shoots
You
for
were
free.
making money off of it. I'm sure the school's like, wow.
No, actually,
yes.
it's so like illegal. You can get in so much trouble doing that. So I did it for free.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We're playing. Yeah.
For free, wink wink.
No, she did. Babe.
But yeah, and then I ended up buying a used Canon R.
Yeah.
And now I have the Mark II.
Did you buy it off Facebook Marketplace?
I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I did for
what
my
a
first
shared
one.
experience
Yeah.
between all of us.
I bought a Sony A6000 and it was for a photography course in
At
Rexburg
BYUI.
at BYUI. I was like, I could just rent one or I could just buy one, and I really wanted to get into it. So I was like, I'll just buy one. And then I realized very quickly that equipment doesn't always matter, but sometimes like there's things you cannot do with those like really basic model of cameras.
Like
So,
like
like-
shoot in any lighting that's not perfect.
I know. And then also like when you're I think the lens kit, I had a kit lens on it, and I think the lowest f-stop it had was like a 4.0.
I know.
I was like, why can't I like get these types of photos? And I'm
Why
like,
isn't the background blurry?
Yeah,
That's what I
or-
would tell myself.
I was like, you look it up on YouTube and you're like, what the heck does that mean? Bokeh? What is this?
What is an f-stop? What is aperture?
Seriously. And I was shooting an auto for like ever as well.
Oh yeah, we all
But
started in auto.
it's
Okay,
okay.
okay. Well, the other thing, like, obviously, you are one of the most talented people we've seen for 2 years. For like 2 years in business, both of us are always like blown
Insane.
away by Kyndi's everything she posts. I'm always like, oh, save.
Well, and
Let me save that for inspo.
when we were like
You're
thinking
so
about
amazing.
people to bring on, we were like, okay, we kind of like want to hit the variety, and
Mhm.
you being so early on and doing so many cool projects, we're
Yes.
like, what the heck?
Well,
Like,
and like
this was not the experience I was having at year two.
same. Well, and like not just cool projects, but like you're executing them really professionally and really well,
Mhm.
and you're like entering the travel space and the film world, and like adding all these things to your portfolio that most people can't even
takes
dream of in
years.
10 years, and
Yeah.
you're like doing that in 2. So we're like super impressed. So
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that journey though. So like after you're done with BYUI,
after your
are you
Rexburg,
are you still doing BYUI right now?
So I'm not.
Yeah, you're
unfortunately.
just doing photography, right?
Yeah, I would love to go back and get my degree, but
It's not
Oh,
worth it.
what's the point?
I'm too busy, and I like can't complain about that, which like feels amazing. But
Yeah.
I'm not the person to ask about getting a degree. I don't have a degree. I think it's dumb.
Well, I kind of got to that point too. I was still in school, and then I was like, you know what? So many people are asking me to do weddings and engagement photos. I think I want to do this.
Yeah.
But like, it takes like a huge leap of faith, like honestly, because I had already put so much work into school. So I was like, is this worth it? But yeah, no, tell us like,
Are you full time right now too?
I am. Yeah.
oh my
Congrats.
gosh,
That's amazing.
congratulations.
You're amazing.
Yeah. At what point did you go full time? Tell us about your feelings when you were doing that. Like,
Tell us about
tell
your
about
feelings.
this. Yeah. Your feelings going into full time. It's
Yeah, I
kind of
love it.
scary. So you did it in such like a fast manner that it's like, tell the people what they want to hear.
How does the whiplash feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like super blessed in this area, and so I feel like what I have to say is probably not super helpful, but
It
That's
probably is helpful to someone out there. but
Yeah.
We don't
so
want anybody to feel alone.
yeah, I guess like I feel super blessed. So my husband has done summer sales. We're by the book, you
Yeah.
know.
Love
Yeah.
it.
BYU students, you know, he did summer
Did you get
sales,
married after 2 weeks?
that.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so my husband did summer sales, and so I kind of got thrown into it really quickly. As far as like travel goes, because I had to travel because
Because
I
it's
never
sales.
knew where we were gonna be. And so I just like I started off saying that I was Idaho based. But I'm not even joking, like a couple months in, I was like, I can't do this. Like we're moving to Colorado, and I don't know how to reach people out there. Like I've built this thing
Yeah.
in Idaho. And I was like, I'm just gonna strip it, and I'm gonna say like it's just Kyndi Denney photo, traveling wedding photographer. And
Yeah.
that's what I did. And like I just started from that because I was like, my husband's doing this job, and I feel so lucky because, you know, we've been so blessed because of it. But I also have this dream that I want to follow. And so I'm like, I just have to work with what I've got. And so I said, I'm just going to travel. And so I just started marketing to a lot of the places that I knew we were like possibly going to sell, but I kind of just marketed the places that I also just really wanted to go because I was like, travel's travel.
That's so cool.
And honestly, like I never told my clients this, but I was just charging them travel. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
So
would
making
shoot weddings
$0.
for free. Yeah, I would. And I was just like shooting for free. And I was just like, I would tell them that this is what my package costs, but really the package was just the travel.
Just covering your air and travel fee,
Air
all
and
that stuff.
hotel.
Yeah, air, hotel, food.
Yeah. And so I just kind of got thrown into it. And like I said, my husband, he provides for us. So I've been like so lucky to just do it full time. And he just takes care of me. And so I feel like bad saying that because it's like, it's really hard and I get the grind of like working part-time and like trying to get to the full-time position. And I feel really blessed that I've been able to just jump into it. But that's why I'm like,
I love that.
I feel bad like saying like,
Oh, don't worry
Girl,
about
no.
it. I feel like
We're
one of our
both sugar babies.
Yeah, one of our first episodes, I was like, either quit your job and really put yourself into it, or marry someone rich.
yeah.
So I was like, that's literally my advice because I kind of had a
Yeah.
same experience where I would not have. I mean, I was working some like smaller part-time jobs as well.
Tammy had like 4 jobs at once. She's
I was crazy.
underselling that.
Oh my
But
God.
I decided after that, I was like, you know what? I really do want to do photography full time. And like, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my husband being so supportive about it. It was like my mental block that was like stopping me from doing that, being like, what if I'm not busy? What if I don't have enough like clients? What if I don't know what I'm doing? You know, like what if I all of a sudden I make this big decision and then nobody wants to book me? Maybe they want to book me because I am a hustler, quote unquote. But I was like, not the experience I was able to give after I quit my job was like insane. Like I could respond to emails quickly and I could give galleries within, way shorter amount of time, sneak peeks, all that stuff. So I just felt like way more at peace with it. But yeah, no, don't even worry about that because it's kind of been an experience.
Go girl. Sugar babies unite.
Yeah, sugar babies.
No, I love it. Okay, so in your photography journey though, you said you mentioned that you did like some family photos. What were you just taking everything? Are you still taking everything? Are you doing all sorts of photography like family, seniors, weddings, all that stuff? Or do you have like a niche down?
Yeah, I'm pretty niche down with weddings. I did kind of take on everything in the beginning. I feel like most people do.
As you should.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm like, I wouldn't dare jump into wedding photography without having anything under my belt. And I don't know if you guys know Oakley Diamond Photography, but
oh yeah, isn't she in Jackson?
She just moved to Montana actually.
Okay, way cool.
But I feel like I totally follow
I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, she's amazing. And Austin and I actually modeled for her a couple times, and that's kind of how I got to know her.
Cute.
And she just took a chance on me one time and said, "You can come to this wedding with me."
Oh.
And I'm like, I had no experience, but I just kind of started taking on weddings while I was still taking on everything else. But honestly, I just I didn't feel creatively driven by a lot of the other things that I was doing. And so I was actually feeling super burnt out.
Yeah.
And the person was like ready to give up because I was like, I was working for free and doing everything. And I was like, I don't love this. Like,
yes, totally.
So yeah, I've niched down a lot. I do weddings, but I take on the occasional family photos. I just don't market for it. If people ask me, like, I'm happy to do it, especially if they're like returning clients. I just posted some family photos of a family that they let me do their photos 2 years ago, and I like just updated them for them. And I'm like, I feel so honored that they came back because I look at those photos and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, like 2 years ago,
they were trash.
So bad.
You really took a chance on me, but
no, literally. Yeah. Okay, that's so
cute. But it paid off because you're amazing. So they're like, we'll take a chance on you 2 years ago, and now we get you forever.
Yes. I love. Okay, so I know that you're niche down to weddings. I mean, like I asked that question already, kind of knowing the answer, but like you've also niched down like a certain type of clientele. I feel like you're booking consistently very like high end aesthetic girls, like brides.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like every wedding you're doing is like this very like how do I even say? It's almost vintage, like old money type of feel.
Totally old money vibe.
And I'm like,
Is you-
how is she doing this? This is amazing. And I'm like, your clientele seems so niche down. Are you like marketing to, I mean, you don't, this is not, don't feel like
and
this
maybe
is
you
like,
don't do it on purpose.
yeah, but this isn't like an educating thing. This is like, no, this is so cool. Was this your like objective? You kind of wanted a niche down type of clientele as well?
Yeah, so I'm honestly, that makes me feel so good that you guys said that because that is like definitely what I've been trying to do and
We
like
Yeah.
noticed.
until I try to attract. But yeah, I am gonna be completely honest. Um I live in Idaho, but I'm from California, and
Yeah.
I just feel like I didn't resonate with a lot of the weddings that I saw. And
Yeah.
I and like and a lot of the LDS weddings that I saw
You
in
mean all the
Idaho.
barn weddings that we do here?
Yeah, and I'm like I think they're so beautiful and I see other people's work and I'm so inspired by it, but
Yeah.
when I was shooting them myself, I didn't feel super creatively driven and so I actually just I did a styled shoot in Salt Lake City of like this old money type vibe that I was trying to go for, and it kind of just
Took
like
off.
set it for me. Yeah.
Well,
But
So
yeah.
where do
Okay.
you shoot the bulk of your weddings now? Is it in California still?
where do you live right now? In Idaho?
Yeah, so we're in
Okay.
Idaho, but if you look at my Instagram, I say California based because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to really niche down in California. There's like amazing wedding planners out there that I love working with. And I love the weddings out there. Like they're just so fun.
Well,
But it's funny,
California's beautiful.
yeah, it's so beautiful. And I just love going back there. My parents are rude and moved to Utah. Like, so any chance I get to like go back to California, I'm like, I'm taking that. So,
Yeah, I love that.
but I feel like I couldn't tell you a specific place. I've gotten a lot of weddings for California this year, but last year it was really all over.
Yeah. I think
So
last time we messaged, you're like, I'm flying to New York.
Oh
like,
yeah, I was
the
somewhere
day
on the East
before.
Coast.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
What
Here
like
we
I
go.
also feel like your style resonates with like East Coast vibes, like the weddings that are on the East Coast.
Oh,
like,
totally.
like you're putting on a styled shoot here soon out there, and like I just think
Yeah.
that's I'm just like it's incredible, and I feel like anybody that sees your work is gonna be like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for, and then they find out you're from Idaho, and they're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
I thought everybody out there was country.
I wondered if that was like a on purpose thing or if like I'm like, that's just cool that she shoots a lot of these types of weddings, but
Well-
like they're beautiful. They're gorgeous weddings.
And like with that, it like holds hands with film photography. So that like
Yes.
leads us into our next little section for you. We really want to know what got you into film and like how'd your journey go learning that? Because it's kind of hard. Like we're on our journey right now with film.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit scary and a little harder than digital. And so I just want to know what's your thoughts?
yeah, I feel like I'm probably just chronically online, and I just
Same.
saw a lot of photographers like out on the East Coast. A lot of them that I follow. I'm trying to think of like Annie Graham.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. She's amazing.
I'm like I don't know if you guys know Katie Grayson or like Krista Kay. Like a lot of these photographers that I just am so inspired by. Were shooting film,
Yeah.
and I love the look of it. And honestly, like I know people say this all the time, but I just feel like a part of me is an old soul, and I just love vintage things, and that's why that's such a big part of my brand is because I love the nostalgia of it.
Oh, yeah.
And so I bought a film camera off of Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. And I just started shooting. I mean, I feel like that's the best way to learn. And I feel like when it comes to film, you just have to find your groove with it. And once you do, it just like is
Big
so.
time. Which film camera did you get?
So I got the Pentax
Yeah.
K1000. I think that's how you say it, Pentax.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like it almost is like the sister camera of the AE1.
Right.
I feel like it's just like it, but yeah. So I started with that one, and I just fell in love with film. It's so exciting, and I love that it's not like instant gratification because I'm like, I take a picture and I'm like, sorry, I can't show ya.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I hate it. I want to see it immediately.
I know. It scares me.
Cami actually just developed her first roll of film the other like day.
Yeah.
And it took what, like a month for them to get it back to you? And
I
she
was
like,
so
"What?
stressed.
Jade, I want my film back."
Yeah, I was like, it was blank, wasn't it? Like that's why they
I
haven't
did
sent it
bad
to
and
me.
they didn't send it to me because they felt bad.
But they sent it to me and I was like pleasantly surprised because a lot of the settings I was like trying, and I don't know if this is everybody's universal experience with film, but I watched a YouTube video and then I was like adjusting my shutter and my f-stop on my camera according to what I know about my digital
Mhm.
camera. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this translates,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna do my best.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them were a little bit more exposed than others, but like for overall, I was like,
Mhm.
wow.
Well, and
I
like
did it.
what have you learned like about just lighting and composure with film too? Because I feel like it's so different when you don't have the freedom of just changing it post. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to kind of like
Yeah.
think about those things in the moment.
Yeah, honestly, like that's what I kind of love about film is it's kind of messy and like
Yeah.
sometimes it's a little bit underexposed, sometimes it's a little over, but do you guys have like a light meter or anything that you're using to like
No, tell us what that is.
Yeah, tell me what it is.
Like, I don't even know. I'm just
Okay, so
I'm raw dogging it out here.
a light meter, I don't know like the technical parts of a light meter. I actually don't use one, but
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's like,
well,
that one
yeah,
I
so
don't.
I'll show you. There's like one you can even get on your phone. I can't remember what it
Oh,
was called. You basically just take a picture on your phone and it'll tell you the settings that you can use in your film camera.
Shut up.
Something else that I do is I just set the ISO in my digital camera and then I change the settings to like the exposure that I want if I have time. Like if I'm doing detail photos or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And then I just put that in on my film camera. But
so smart.
what do you guys shoot with? Are you shooting with like a
I have a Minolta X something.
Isn't it like an X700?
It's from the 1960s. It was my grandpa's film camera that he used for hunting.
and it's so cute.
really?
Yeah, he has like a ginormous zoom lens that I've actually never used. I've never
You
put it on
should.
it. I should put it
Oh my
on
God.
there. But he had all these lenses and just this old camera, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try. And I didn't even know if it would work. So this first roll that I got back, now that I know that it works, I'm gonna like play around with it more.
And it does a good job.
No, it did a great job. There was a few out of focus,
That's
but
like the
that's
fun of
probably
it.
user error, not
So it's
the camera's
That's
fault.
the fun of film.
Yeah, I know. So anyway,
Yeah.
Out of
that-
focus.
that's what I'm shooting on. And then we got Portra 400 film.
Yeah, I think that's what you were using.
Yeah.
Mine's a Canon PowerShot, and then I have a Nikon. Oh my God, I don't even remember what it's called. But
It
that
looks
one,
old.
I got it from actually our last podcast guest,
Yes.
Brad Barlow. He texted me one day and was like, "Hey, this guy just brought me 20 film cameras. I don't know if any of them work. I'm going to give them to you." And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
okay, none of them work except for this one. Not a single one. So 19 of 20 didn't work.
They're cute decor though, you
They're
know.
really cute little.
They're all over the
decorated-
house.
They are. Two of them were like those vintage giant Polaroids, and they're stuck closed. So like I
Oh
can't
my
get them
gosh.
open.
Oh.
I know it sucks. One of them's actually stuck open, but you can't turn it on. Anyway, so like all of them are broken except for this one. And it's one of the ones that has like the lever that you pull. Like it doesn't like,
Yeah.
automatically,
Yeah.
push the film through. And the first roll I ever shot on it was blank, and I think it's because I
No.
put the film in wrong.
Oh.
It's like, oh, this camera's broken. But then I used it again and got that film roll back, and everything came out perfect. And I was like, okay, well now I'm scared to use this camera because I don't know if it will work or not. And if
I feel like you'll find a lot of it's user error, not the camera.
Yeah.
5%
Yeah.
of it is user error.
That happened to me my first roll. I was so sad because I got my camera and I brought it to California and we went to Disneyland and I was like taking pictures all day. I'm like,
so
so cute. And then I put the film in wrong and it wasn't even like roll camera and I'm like, okay.
Dang it.
Okay. So
Did you like change? Okay, so one of my friends shoots film, and she's always posting on her story how she's always fighting with TSA, like to not send her film through security.
my
Tell
gosh.
me, have you ever had a moment like that? Because I haven't done that yet.
Okay, you know what? I have so much experience with airports, and I will tell you that JFK is probably the most aggressive, rudest people I've ever met in my whole life.
really?
Tell me about it.
Because I'm like, if your ISO is under 800, technically when it goes through the X-ray, it's supposed to be fine.
Right.
Okay.
But I've had rolls come back where I'm like, no, I can clearly tell that this got messed up. And same for Polaroids. If you guys do Polaroids, they can't go through the X-ray and like
Yeah.
they turn pink. And anyways, so I've had like a lot of back and forth with them, but I just walk up to them because I already know now, and I'm like, hey, can I just get a hand check on these? And the girl probably made me wait for like 20 minutes.
Great.
Just standing there. People are like going through, and she's like, yeah, he'll be done in a second. And he's just like chatting away, and I'm like, girl, I gotta catch a flight. Like, just check
What's
my
the point of
film.
having
Like,
TSA
let's go.
pre-check if I have to do this?
I'm
Exactly.
like, these are people's like wedding photos. They're,
Memories.
I know. I'm like, I'm not gonna play with these. Like, anyway.
no.
So it's only
TSA
when
is crazy. Sorry to go off on this tangent, but
No,
TSA is
go.
what they change the rules every time. It's always a mess. They're always yelling at you. I'm like,
Yeah. One time, I think
Crazy.
you were with me. We were in the Denver airport. I said, why is it different at every airport?
Yeah.
And the lady looked at me and she went, because then the bad guys will never figure it out. And I was like, oh, okay.
that was the same trip.
valid, I guess.
Also, that was the same trip that their bomb dog was a golden doodle.
Oh, yeah, the golden
And I
doodle.
wanted to pet it so bad. And I was like, I've never seen one. I'm like talking to the guy. I'm like, I've never seen one of these as a bomb dog.
Kevin, you
Like,
sound like a sexy smoker right now.
no, I have old guys. And so I'm like, I'm trying to sound normal, but it's just not going to happen.
You don't sound normal. You sound sexy.
I sound sexy.
You're not sexy normally.
No, I was gonna ask. So with film, like Polaroid film too, it only matters once it's been exposed. If it goes through the security, like it doesn't matter if it's like unused in the package still. I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't risk it either way. I'm like,
Oh, so even when you're going in, you're like, no, I don't want my film to go through here.
Yeah, true. Well, especially if you spend all that money. Polaroids are expensive.
No, and like I put the portrait film now that I am a film expert.
You're pretty much a film photographer now.
No, yeah. Now that I know what I'm doing, I bought a bunch of film on Amazon and it was like $80 for
4 of them.
It was like it was like 4 rolls. I was like, what the heck?
It's an expensive.
Okay. So I just had to tell you, you guys should send your film into the Fine Lab in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can mail it in. It's not in Salt Lake. It's in Orem and Provo.
Okay.
Also, a film shop where you can go buy film, and they have film cameras there. It's super cute. You definitely have to go if you're down there.
Oh my God, we're down there all the time.
Yes. Wait, the Fine.
It's a 3-day return.
Oh my gosh,
Kenny.
yeah. So the people we sent it to, it took like 20 days. I was like,
Well,
what
we've
the
been
heck?
sending ours to the
Crazy.
Gelatin Labs in New York, and they do a good job, but they take forever.
It took a long time.
Yeah. No, yeah. There's a film up, and there's also one that I've used in California. I can't remember the name. I think it's Pacific something, but they also did a really good job. There's like a ton that do quick returns, and they're super amazing. So, okay. Also, I wanted to show you really quick. So this is like, you can get one of these if you just Google it. It's like a handheld thing, but basically you like take a picture. Whoa, sorry. You take a picture with your light meter.
Okay.
And you set what your ISO is at, so you can like change the settings of what your ISO is of your film.
No way.
And then you just take a picture on your phone and it'll tell you the exact settings to expose it properly.
What's the app called?
It's called Light Meter.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Super
So
simple.
for the audio listeners, she's showing us an app on her phone, Light Meter. This is for if you need to know what settings to set your camera
film
at.
camera at.
Which
Wait, does it work for a
It's me.
digital camera? Oh my God, it's so cute.
For a digital camera,
Yeah, so if somebody's learning manual on their camera, would that work for them?
I mean,
sure.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I assume it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. But it's super nice. I mean, obviously, like on a wedding day, I feel like you don't have that much time. Like,
Oh
things
no. Yeah.
Or like during a shoot.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like just playing around with it, and like you also have to test out so many different film stocks, trying to figure out which ones you love, because some have like really green shadows, some of them are really creamy looking. It's just like finding
Really pink.
finding your thing. But I was gonna ask, is the PowerShot, it shoots auto, right?
Yep, it does. The
Which I feel-
ISO is not auto, just the shutter speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the ISO I have to adjust.
But
Which
you just put it
well,
on
the
your
ISO,
phone, right?
it's just the ISO is just what you do for the
the stock.
The
the
stuff.
the film.
Yep.
But I feel like if you're just like controlling the aperture too, I feel like that's so nice when it's just like an auto shutter, because then it's like you still kind of have a little bit of control.
Hers is so cute too. It has a little flash on it too.
Yeah, it has a
so
little
like
flash that pops out.
we've used it at night and
It's really
it
cute.
takes the cutest little flash
It
photos.
does take really good little flash photos.
I love it.
Except that it uses that battery up so fast. I have to like it has 2 AA batteries that it takes, and I have to like
I know the flash on it like sucks the batteries.
immediately. I think I could take
Empty, I'm
3
like-
or 4, and then I have to like
It's like, I'm
immediately
dead.
change the batteries.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's so
Fine,
cool.
it's fine, it's fine.
But I loved your film photos. I saw them on your stories and I'm obsessed.
You
Turned out
messaged
so
me. You're
cute.
like slay. I was
Thanks,
like,
we're
"Thank
film
you."
photographers.
Yeah, I'm plugging.
I
this.
love it.
If any of you clientele want film photos,
Do you, as a travel photographer, have any horror stories? Cami and I talk about our horror stories all the time at airports, and I feel like I've never heard it
at weddings.
or at weddings. Yeah. Do you have any like funny stories that you can think of off the top of your head? They don't have to be crazy, or they could be crazy.
No, I do have like this one horror story, but I'm always afraid to like share stories because I feel like it's like a past client, and like if it ever gets back to them, but
Just
You
don't
don't-
say their name.
Yeah, you don't have to share that.
well, I'm like, if they're listening, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Well, if you're, this is how I feel. If you're gonna be a nightmare client, you deserve for me to talk about you.
Yeah, true.
Real. I shared a story not too long ago about a mom pulling me down during the ceremony. She like pulled on my harness and she was like, "Quit taking photos during the vows."
I reserve the
can't
right.
care. I was like, "What?"
Like, I'm literally paid to take pictures of the
I'm
vows.
literally paid to take pictures.
So then I just went to the other side of her and kept taking pictures, and the death glare I got was insane. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
So I
this
mean,
is
whatever you're
insane.
comfortable with telling us.
Oh, I also had another one that we didn't share that we realized I hadn't shared on the podcast yet. I was in Texas doing a wedding, and I was just really sore from like, I don't know. I don't even know. My body was sore. I was tired. I was burnt out. Okay. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take some ibuprofen before I go to
this
the
is
wedding.
my favorite story ever, Kyndi. I'm so happy you get to hear it.
I'm going to take it before I go to the wedding so that like my body's prepped. And I'm driving to the wedding and it was like an hour drive. And I'm like, why can't I feel my face or my tongue? And I was like, what is happening? And then I look at the bottle. It was ibuprofen PM. I was like, oh my gosh, I just drugged myself.
Right before a wedding.
And then I get
No.
and I tell my bride, I'm like, hey, I'm like really out of it. I feel a little high because I took like 4. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel a little out of it. And she was like, do you want to chug a Red Bull or something? I'm like, I might actually kill myself if I do that.
Yeah,
like if I was
go
like
the opposite.
counteracting this. So anyway,
cocaine.
I just had to fight through it. But I'm like thinking back to the first 2 hours I was there. I was literally like my face felt like it was drooped. And I was like, I'm so sorry. They would ask me questions and it would be like a 30-second processing. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're saying to me.
You guys, that's actually so like real because with like travel photography too. This is reminded me of this, but
just tell us.
This is like one of the downsides of travel photography for me. But I felt like I was just go, go, go all the time. And I'm like, I'm living off of my like guilty post-wedding pleasure is canes.
Oh, yes.
I wish we had a
But
cat here.
every time it gives me like the worst stomach ache. It's like so bad for me, but I'm like,
I don't care.
But I'm like, so I'm like go, go, go all summer. This happened last summer and it's like one of my last weddings of the year. And I'm like progressively throughout the day feeling like I'm losing feeling in my hands and like I'm losing feeling in my body. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, I tell my husband after, I'm like, I can't feel like I know in my mind that I'm like changing the settings. I know that I'm clicking the button, but like I cannot feel my fingers.
What?
Anyways, I had been go, go, go for so long and living off of canes that I was so vitamin deficient that I had lost feeling in my body.
Oh my gosh.
Did you go to the hospital?
No. I probably should have. I probably should have like gone and got an IV or something. But
For real?
I was like, it was so bad. I came home, my husband's like pumping me with like liquid IV. He's like feeding me and like trying to get me back to normal. And I'm like, I couldn't feel anything in my body. And it was so crazy. It was so surreal. It was like a fever dream. And I'm like
the physical.
I'm like, I
version
think
of a
I need to be
burnout.
a little bit more like responsible when I'm traveling and like
Yes.
eat real food and like
Yeah.
actually be,
Yes.
on top of it. But
That's
Luckily,
hilarious.
usually we're traveling together, and so we'll get like a little Airbnb. We'll get actual groceries because
we have gotten good about that.
I get so sick of. I would probably do the exact same thing. Eat
Where like
canes every day.
one slice of an orange would be like, like I would power up. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's
No,
not
literally.
McDonald's.
Literally, or Taco Bell.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
They were good, but we're actually kind of
We're
naughty.
kinda naughty.
Well, it's like when you're traveling, you like almost want to treat yourself a little bit because you're like, I'm out. Like, let's go
Yeah.
get food. It'll be
Calories
so
don't count
fun.
if you're on a plane.
Yeah. But I'm like just
Right.
eating junk the whole time. And so I'm like, my body's like, I'm shutting down. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta
After
go.
a
Like,
whole
you're not
wedding season.
feeding me.
That's
Was it the whole wedding
hilarious.
season?
I mean, no, like after a whole wedding season of that, you're like
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
You're
My
like, go to
body was
bed.
like,
Go to bed, eat an apple.
Yeah, what is your decompress after like straight out of a wedding day? What are you doing? How are you decompressing?
Canes.
Gosh, I'm
Okay.
like Canes, yeah. I'm definitely just like I feel like the second I get back from a wedding, I'm like shower, bed immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like uploading photos and like trying to save stuff before
Proud of you for showering though.
Yeah.
I like have to. I feel so disgusting
Same.
after a wedding day. I'm like
I get so
I'm just
sweaty.
like no outside clothes in the bed. Like I'm
No.
like a no outside clothes in the bed type of girl. So
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah, I love
also
you.
like it's that little like self-love where I'm like I know future me will thank me because
Yes.
I got an early flight tomorrow and I honestly people like glorify traveling wedding photography, but it is hard.
It is
Like
hard.
They do.
I
They
was
make
just
it seem
telling
like it's so fun and that's like the end goal for everybody. And I'm
yeah.
like, sometimes I want to die.
I told
Yeah.
literally my hairstylist today was asking me about this, and I was like, I don't want to travel anymore, dude. I'm ready to stay here.
Yeah, unless it's
It's
like
a
a really cool spot. I mean, and then like you get to kind of plan a couple extra days. Like Jade and I did a wedding in Oregon not too long ago that we had like other stuff going on too in Oregon. So we had so much. We went to the Tillamook factory like 6 times
Yeah, I loved the
because it was
Tillamook
yummy.
factory.
But anyway,
Is it? I haven't
when we
been.
got to
It's a
actually like
cheese
enjoy.
factory.
Oh, you don't know what the Tillamook factory is?
It's where
No.
the cheese is
You know
made.
what Tillamook cheese is?
And ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Kyndi, you're losing. I've lost respect
Hair
for you.
packet
I'm sorry.
your way. Because
we're bringing you cheese.
Tillamook is some of like the best cheese, ice cream. It's just dairy products. So
And it's in Tillamook, Oregon.
yeah,
That's
and
where
it's so yum. And so if you go to the factory, they've got like grilled cheese, ice cream cones, all the stuff. So
Pretty
anyway.
much a lactose intolerant girlie's nightmare, like myself.
Oh yeah, they've got Lactaid right at the front door to purchase.
They literally do.
At the front door.
So funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so we went there and like when we went to Hawaii too, Jade and I decided to stay for like a week or something.
Mhm.
So we really only worked the one day, but then we had set up other
Vacation.
shoots. And so like stuff like that, I'm like, okay, yes, this is fun. This is enjoyable. But like that wedding that I drugged myself on, I went to Texas by myself. I was like there and back within 3 days. And so
Mhm.
like when I got home, I was like face to pillow, do not talk to me for a day or two.
I've like fallen
Yeah.
on the couch when I got home too, like just so tired I can't
Yeah.
make it to the bed.
You're like, I'm so done. I want to be home. But
Well, I feel like oh sorry.
no, go
No,
for
you
it.
go.
I was just gonna say that like with traveling, I feel like it's so fun and it's like obviously if you're getting dream destinations that you've always wanted to shoot at, but
Yeah.
it's like when you're going, you're almost like working. It's not always like I'm going and I like
Yeah.
sometimes you have a couple days and sometimes you don't. And I feel like my husband can't come with me all the time, so it's like what am I gonna go do? Like just travel and explore by myself, which I totally could, but I'm like, I don't want to. Like I want him
Yeah.
to be here.
Mhm.
And like I feel like even just being on the airplane so much, like my skin was breaking out so bad. Like
Yeah.
vitamin deficient. I'm like, I'm away from my family for so long. And it's like, you like have to get there at least a day before the wedding. So it's like,
Yep.
you're a travel day, a wedding day, a travel day, if not more than that. So it's like, that's 3 days out of your week. And then you need a day to decompress once you get home. So
Yep.
now you're at 4 days of your week from this wedding. It's like, it takes a lot out of you. And it's like, it's so fun and it's amazing. I'm so grateful to do it. But it's like, people act like, I don't know.
This
It's
is the end goal.
Yeah.
well, they act like it's the easiest thing ever, and it's like, oh, it's so amazing. Like, I'll get to shoot these weddings and go travel everywhere. It's like, sometimes just go travel those places because working those weekends, like, they're
That's a good
hard
point.
and it takes a lot. Like,
Right.
That's such a good point. Like literally take vacations. Don't
Yeah.
don't just
Yeah.
work. No workcations. More vacations.
Yeah. For
It's
real.
like all power to you if you do that too. Like, I would too, but it's like,
Well, and I feel like you made a good point though. Like your person, you don't get to spend time with your person. Like again, Kemi and I are in a different situation. Like we're best friends and we get to travel together, but we still have like our people, our partners that we want to come back home to. And
Yeah.
like that sucks to be away from them and be away from your family. And so, I mean, this is a single person's job.
Yeah.
If you're single, this is perfect for you.
Well, and I also think a lot of those weddings are dependent on like what the wedding is. At least for me, I know when I get an inquiry for I just know what's gonna fill my cup. If it's like a backyard wedding in a state I've never been in, I'm not gonna go because
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 it's
I'm
not
like-
worth it.
it's a try. Yeah, but then if it's like a redwoods wedding in California, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go because I know that's gonna,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know. And that's why
Well-
it's like I think it's super important that a lot of, and this is me educating, free education for you. um, I think it's super important to like talk to clients before you book with them so that you can get a vibe of this. Because like if I booked a wedding in Kentucky
Random.
and I got there and it was like a barn wedding that I could have done in Idaho, I would have been like, what the heck? You know, like
Yeah.
I know that I probably would have gotten paid more, quote unquote, to like travel, but at the end of the day, it took me out for like you said, like 5 days. So was this worth it? So
What's,
anyway,
what's the money? How much money is worth?
Right. Like, what am I
Travel
gaining
5
from
days.
this? Like,
Yes.
yeah, it has to be more
That's
than
my
just a
education for
paycheck.
you.
Yeah,
My education for you is charge more
Yeah.
so that it's worth it.
yeah, or don't go.
Or don't go.
Let the Kentucky
Say no
photographer
more.
take care of it.
The Kentucky photographers probably need probably need more weddings. Who gets married in Kentucky?
I've never heard of it. I'm sure somebody has.
I heard that like North Dakota and South Dakota, it's the same thing. Like everybody leaves that state to get married.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well, what has been your favorite wedding so far? You know, I mean, 2 years into this,
yeah, what's the most
have you
favorite?
had a wedding that you're like, dang, if every wedding could be like this, I would do it 100% of the time.
honestly, I feel like the last couple weddings that I've had, I was obsessed with, and
Dream clients.
Where were
Yeah.
they? Why were you obsessed with them? It's all the details.
Send us their Instagrams. I'm just kidding.
well, I feel like I've also kind of niched down. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but more with like intimate weddings too. I feel like I've done a lot of those,
Yeah.
and I just love them. Like
Mhm.
one of the weddings I had was in Florida, and it was at the Colony Hotel. I don't know if you guys have seen the Colony, but it
Beautiful.
is it's so cute. It's like so funky and cute, and they have like celebrity events there all the time. It's so
Oh, way
fun.
cool.
But she did her getting ready photos there, and they were amazing. And then it was just like a small intimate wedding on the beach, and then they had like a reception at their house, and it was so cute. It was like candlelit vibes, just like all the things that I could ask for, and
Literally
like
Pinterest worthy.
yeah, so fun. And I had another one that was in the same area, like West Palm Beach, and it was like another really intimate wedding. And it's like you just see a different side of people at intimate weddings too, that it's like
Oh, yeah.
just it's my favorite thing. Like they're just themselves. They feel so comfortable. They're like I have a video of the family, both sides of the family together dancing to this song. They're all like singing and dancing with each other, and it's like you wouldn't really see that at like 120 to 300
people, yeah.
you know, like you wouldn't see those at those big weddings, but it's like, so I feel like a lot of those weddings I just love. And I had another one. My last wedding of the year was in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and the couple is like gorgeous, and they're the sweetest people I've ever met. And we did one day at the temple, and then the next day they did like a ceremony and reception. But it was a backyard wedding, and their backyard was like already gorgeous, but then just everything about it was so beautiful. It was candlelit. It was like the checkered dance floor. It was good vibes. Like they did fireworks send off. It was like so
Oh, I
fun
love
and just
that.
so cute. And I don't know, just like being able to go to places like Arizona too, just kind of it really fills my cup because being in Idaho, like I love Idaho, but going back to, Arizona, California, like those areas, it just fills my cup because I feel like
They're home.
You don't have to put a coat on.
yeah, basically the sunshine alone. But
No, for real.
Do you have a
Yeah.
dream location since you are such a travel
The
girly?
traveling
Yeah, like
girly of all time.
what do you have a dream location you wanted to shoot in 2025 or even just in general?
yeah, I would really love to do Europe. I know that everyone says that, but I would die. I feel
Any
like
certain country in Europe or just anywhere in the continent?
I really love the south of France. I feel like it's just
Oh,
so beautiful there, and
that's totally your vibe though. Like an old chateau
The chateau
type of
with some
thing.
baguettes.
Or like and some baguettes.
spaghetti. Wait, that's Italy.
That's
Yeah.
Italy. Or old villa vibes. I feel like you would capture that perfectly.
You would.
I would die. I actually am doing a retreat this summer in France, and
Shut
I'm so
up.
excited. It's already so gorgeous, and it's with a wedding planner that I'm obsessed with, and so I'm really excited for that, even though it's a mock wedding, but I'm like,
Oh
Who
yeah,
cares?
no. Getting the content's gonna
Portfolio.
be in so amazing.
Kemi and I just had this conversation the other day with one of our friends. You know Billy Gibson, B Gibson photo.
BG. I know, yeah, it
B
is B
Gibson.
Gibson. She's out of Blackfoot.
So she's around the area. She's so cute. Actually, her vibe is kind of similar to yours, like editing wise, like a pretty similar. Like, anyways, she's the cutest. She texts us and she's like, let's travel somewhere and go take pictures together. And I was like, let's find a content day to go to. She's like, well, let's just do it ourselves. And I was like, no, I would much rather have somebody else do the work for me to have the models and all the content and everything just set up for me. And I just get to go and take pictures.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
a
nice.
lot.
Especially like going out of country and trying to do it. That would be really, really hard.
No, for real. And okay, wait, now's the time to plug your content day. I want you to plug your content day. Tell us what the vibes are. Tell us like, what your thought process is and like how excited you are for it.
Okay, so content day out in Cape Cod. I'm so excited.
Okay, so why did you pick Cape Cod?
So cool.
Okay, so I don't know if I should share this. I'm California based. But Austin and I are moving to the East Coast for sales.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
So exciting.
And we're actually going to be in Portland, Maine is where we're going to be. But Portland, Maine is so cute, but it's so close to Cape Cod and like Nantucket. And I've just, chronically online, Pinterest,
Yes.
always wanted to go there. And so I decided I'm just going to go for it and I'll just plan a content day out there. And I want to get content out there, but there's this like cute little house that we're staying at and it's like so historic and vintage and it's just all the things that I love. I love East Coast architecture and I don't know if you guys have seen like the Cape Cod houses, but they're so cute.
They are
like,
really
ranges.
cute.
From your stories.
It's so cute. I'm obsessed.
Yes.
And, so anyways, it's out in Cape Cod. Other than it just being cute and I just wanted to go there, I don't have any like specifics, but
Perfect. You know what? That's good enough reason to want to go.
No, for real.
I know I'm like, well, I also feel like a lot of people want an opportunity to go places like that, but it's really hard to like do it on your own or like you don't want to do it on your own. So I'm like, I want to go out there and I'm willing to do it. So like I'm going to bring people with me and it's going to be fun. But honestly, like more than it being a content day, it's also just about like building community and being really good vibes and just girlhood. And I'm super excited about that too. Like I mentioned earlier, we have 2 tickets sold. We have 6 left, but those 2 tickets, the 2
What are
girls
the dates for the workshop?
it's the 19th through the 22nd of May.
Cool.
But yeah, the 2 girls that are coming, they're so talented, so amazing, and I'm so excited. And it's just gonna be good. We're gonna like get good content, maybe do like some headshot swaps, and then we're gonna go like do some excursions and just go see Cape Cod and kind of explore too.
I love that.
Cool. So if somebody wants to sign up for this, where do they go?
Yeah, so you can find it. I have a little bubble on my Instagram.
Perfect.
But
and we'll link your Instagram in the notes, so they'll be able to like click right on your Instagram and go in there.
For sure.
Amazing. But yeah, I would love to see more people come. Like it's gonna be so good and
a party time.
Really good vibes. Yeah, I'm also like such a gift giver and that's like one of my love languages. And so I'm like working on these little like goodie bags that we're doing. I'm so excited.
You're so cute.
You're the cutest human I've ever seen.
You guys are so
I love
nice.
it. I love it. Cool. Well, do you have any other questions for her?
No.
You have any extra things you want to say? Any other like little thoughts that you before we end?
Honestly, no. I just like am so grateful for you guys for bringing me on. Hopefully, I'm not just yapping and making us
Point. Honestly, that's the point of this whole podcast. Is
No, exactly.
just this and yap. You
Yeah,
know?
literally.
But yeah, just thanks for having me and letting
Of course.
me talk. Hopefully, it makes
Well,
sense.
we are so inspired by you. And honestly, you are so talented. And we're so grateful for what you're doing for our community. Also, just like your presence online inspires me every day to be better. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Your posts.
Yeah.
So you're amazing. You're so cute. And for anybody listening, we're gonna link all of her profiles in the bio, and maybe we'll get her to send us the link to the app, or we can find the app, and we'll the light meter app.
Yeah,
that in the bio as well. But thanks for coming. We love you.
Love you guys so much. Thanks again for having me. It was so fun.
Of course. Okay.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.